Hey, good morning. It's Craig the Carnivore Hiker. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's taken about a week to put out another video. I'd wanted to do an additional one last weekend and about cooking over the campfire. I had a nice little setup and everything and that, but I wasn't happy with the way the video turned out. And the food turned out great. We had some steaks and shrimp that I had done over the campfire. Turned out really yummy, but I just wasn't a fan of the way the video itself turned out. But today, I'm actually not out on the trails. I'm out walking our dog, Winnie, and I said she would be making an appearance here and there, so here's Winnie, taking me for a walk. Say hi, Winnie. Yeah, she loves getting out on these walks. She sees her harness come out, and she gets all excited. So what I'm going to do here in a minute, bright sun there. What I'm going to do here in a minute is I'm going to flip the camera back around and let you follow Winnie while I just kind of talk and that. I'm going to give you a little short background on Winnie. We got her about 5.5 years ago. So we got her right before COVID. And that she's part German Shepherd, Malamute, Staffordshire Terrier. I think there's a little golden retriever in there too, but she's only about 38 pounds, which is about as big as she's going to get. And she's just nice and sweet and loves going for her walks and that. Loves her treats, gets along somewhat with our cat. You'll see them laying next to each other one minute, and then Winnie's chasing the cat off the next minute. So depends on the day, depends on their mood. But I'm going to flip this around and then just talk a little bit, and you can follow Winnie along. So here you go. So here's Winnie just kind of sniffing along. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of expand a little bit on the one video. Look at this nice little wooded area here, on that. But just kind of wanted to expand on one of my videos from last week, talking about some other people that have kind of, been our influence in that while we've been on this carnivore journey. And that, so one of them is, his name is, what'd you see? Sometimes, before I get too far in, sometimes we'll see like deer, turkey, rabbits, squirrels, things like that. Seen bear a couple times, but they've been far enough away. They haven't been a big distraction. You can follow the shadows along. Look at that. Anyway, but so one of the influencers that we've watched, he goes by Ferrigno Freedom is his YouTube channel, and his name is Dante Ferrigno. He does a version of the carnivore diet called the lion diet, and basically all that is beef, water, and salt. That's all he does. He's experimented with lamb on occasion, and that, I got a car coming right at me here, so I'm going to try not to get them in the frame. Just show you the wooded area here. Come on, Winnie. And that, sorry about that. But he's done, Dante Ferrigno's done, he's done lamb and that, beef ribs, stuff like that. A lot of times either in the slow cooker or in an air fryer are his kind of main ways to cook his meals. Another one is Laura Spath. Her and her husband live down in Arizona with their 2 kids. The 2 kids are kind of more on a ketovore kind of diet. They do eat some vegetables and fruits and that. But Laura and her husband, they've been on a carnivore diet, I think, for 6-7 years now. And between the 2 of them, they've lost a ton of weight. And then there's 3 doctors that we've watched as well. Dr. Sean Baker, Dr. Ken Berry, and Dr. Anthony Chaffee. One's a neurosurgeon, I believe, down in, I think it's Australia or somewhere down there. one's family practice, and the other one might be family medicine as well, or some other medical field. But they talk about how long they've been on the diet and the benefits they've seen from it, not only the weight loss and that, but lower blood pressures, lower in some senses lower cholesterol, things like that. When you think about it, how many processed foods have been around for more than 50 or 100 years? Not many of them, if any. 150 years. You used to walk into a small store. I'm kind of getting tugged here by Winnie. She's sniffing something and stopping and pulling my arm. But you used to be able to walk into a store, 100 and some odd years ago, and there'd be nothing processed. You could get your eggs, your bread, probably milk, whatever, and that. This is the backside of our town's fire station, and that. But it's the proper human diet is what it's called. It's just animal-based products. Now, I'm just going to reiterate something I said last week. I'm not a medical expert. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving any kind of medical advice here. Where are you going, Winnie? Just do what's right for you. Check with your doctor and that. And you do whatever kind of diet works for you. I mean, there's the ketogenic diet. We've done that, and that does work. That implements, some vegetables and stuff like that. But just use caution. Don't go extreme with these diets. That could be probably the worst thing for you. But just, do your research. Check with your doctor. The main thing is, with whatever diet you get on, do what I'm doing. We're going to walk into the sun here in a minute. Get out and just walk. Or hike. Or, whatever kind of exercise you like to do. You like to get on a bike and mountain bike or road bike, get out and do that. Not a fan of running. See a lot of people running, but, if you look at runners, they've never got a smile on their face. And that. And just do if you get out little bits at a time, that's great. I know, winter's coming up. Sometimes it's a little harder to get out and exercise, things like that. But just do what you can. Even if you got a stationary bike or a like a treadmill or something at home. I don't want to put the camera up too high because you're going to be looking right into the sun. Just do something. Be active. Don't be sedentary. That's how a lot of people put the weight on. They get sedentary. They get, then they start eating the Doritos and the, drinking the sodas or pop or whatever you want to call it, wherever you're from. And that, and pretty soon you've packed on a ton of weight, and you're looking at trouble then. So, but anyway, it's just wanted to kind of take you all on a little walk here with Winnie, and she's just doing her thing here, sniffing along. We're walking through the neighborhood. There's a lot of nice houses here, cabins. I'm sorry if the camera's looking down, but I'm trying not to look into the sun or have you look into the sun too much. But it is a beautiful morning out, beautiful September morning, and that. But I might get out and hike a little later. Maybe I'll take you along with me, and that maybe talk about something that I'm using. Maybe my poles, my pack, I do want to say one of the things you should carry with you, you know, especially when you're doing like extended hiking, you probably want to take some kind of little first aid kit with you. You know, some band-aids, ace bandage, some stuff to help with blisters if you're susceptible to blisters, and that. I'm still trying to break in those gray boots that I have. Probably wear those again today if I go out. Winnie's tugging at my arm again here. She was sniffing something. And that. But yeah, just something so you can get yourself through till you can get to, you know, regular medical treatment, things like that. A lot of people out this morning. You got another person walking with their dog up ahead of me here. I'll have to see which way they're going. I don't want to get them too much in the frame. And so you're going to see Winnie walking here. And she's kind of tugging because she sees the other dog. But I'm going to end this now. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. And camera back around here. Have a great rest of the weekend. And get out and do something. And I'll put another video out here real soon. But in the meantime, lace up your boots, keep hiking.